Hello everyone, and welcome to the Double Blue, Green and Red podcast reviews. I'm Gabinator, I'm Henry,
I'm Gordon,
and I'm James. And today we'll be reviewing Ash-Ketchum's return in Pokémon Horizons.
So, we're now finally reviewing another topic besides Thomas the Tank Engine YouTube series.
Indeed, and us being huge Pokémon fans, as well as the fact that the Pokémon Anime has entered a new era on the horizon, get it? We decided it was about time we broached the topic about Ash's original and current journey.
Can I go on a limb and state that this is more like a prediction than a review for this podcast?
You are right in a way, Gordon, but we're also reviewing the last parts of Ash's journey in order to make those predictions, so...
Oh, I see.
So without further ado, let's begin our predictions and review.
If you're a Pokemon fan watching right now, then you know that Ash and his buddy Pikachu have been the anime's protagonists for 26 years.
And throughout our time with him, we also Ash and his Pokemon accomplished many things in his journey to become a Pokemon Master, including becoming the first champion of Alola and later the world champion.
It might have taken 8 generations for Ash to become the very best like no one ever was, but all the adventures, challenges, and experience he shared with his friends and Pokemon made it worth the wait.
However, that was just one step for him to become a Pokemon Master.
Aye, even though he became the world champion, Ash deduced in his last main character episode, being a Pokemon Master is not just about becoming the strongest trainer, it is also about being able to befriend any and every kind of Pokemon.
Ash might have befriended many Pokemon, but he isn't a master at it yet, given he was unable to truly befriend that stubborn Latios he held back in his second last episode.
That event, along with wanting to meet every Pokemon in the world, is what inspired Ash and Pikachu to continue their journey so he may one day become a true Pokemon Master. Ash might not be the anime's main focus right now, but his departure was confirmed to only be temporary.
Indeed, the Pokémon Anime's director Kunihiko Yuyama said in the spring 2023 issue of Automeda magazine that Ash will eventually return sometime in the future.
However long eventually is, it sounds very...
Gordon, don't even say it.
So, until that time comes, we can enjoy our time watching the new characters of Pokémon Horizons on their journey and speculate where Ash's current travels will lead him to his Pokémon Master dream.
Speaking of which, if that's all we have to say for our overall review, then here are the first top 5 things that should happen when Ash returns in Horizons. Number 5. Another Masters 8 tournament. As we've just reviewed, Ash became the strongest trainer in the Pokemon world when he won the Masters 8 tournament.
The tournament in Pokemon Journeys was great despite a few disappointments in some of the battles, but it probably would have been better had Ash been able to have battled all the champions there like a round-robin tournament.
Totally agree, but given the fact that there is always another season of the Masters 8 tournament, Ash will likely have the chance to battle them with his old Pokemon.
And since Ash is the new monarch, the other members are also allowed to challenge him outside the tournament, which is a possible way we could see Ash when he returns.
It would also be nice if either one of the new Pokemon Horizons protagonists could enter the World Coronation Series and work their way up to the Masters 8 just in time for the next tournament.
For that prediction, I vote Roy as he seems to be more of the battling type, and he also caught his second Pokemon, Wathrona, a while ago. But that's a topic for another day.
Number 4. Ash reuniting with his other released or in-training Pokemon. As we know, in Pokemon Journeys, Ash had reunited with several of his Pokemon, being Greninja, Butterfree, Squirtle, Lapras, and Pidgeot. Ash had the opportunity to reunite with all of his released, unofficial, or in-training Pokemon, the others being Primeape, Larvitar, Ambipom, Goodra, Solgaleo, and Naganadel, but unfortunately, the anime just didn't go through with it.
Cool. They should have done that instead of the bad or boring episodes in the series, or even during Ash's last 11 episodes as a protagonist.
I agree with you, James. That is definitely something the writers of the Pokemon anime should consider doing for when Ash returns.
Number 3. Ash's Pikachu learning the move Trailblaze. If you don't know, in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games, Trailblaze is a physical damage-dealing grass-type move that increases the user's speed each time it is used.
Basically, it's the grass-type equivalent of Quick Attack and Flame Charge, which would suit Pikachu very well as it would cover his ground-type weakness and make him too fast to easily land a hit.
But that's not the only reason Pikachu should learn the move. If you don't know, the term Trailblaze or Trailblazer refers to someone who makes a new tracks through the wild country.
And that's exactly what Ash is doing right now, forging his own path to achieve his dream, so Pikachu learning Trailblaze would definitely symbolize Ash's growth and current self-forged path.
Number 2. Ash's Greninja reuniting and permanently rejoining Ash's team. If you all recall, Ash released his Greninja to detect and destroy all the energy roots left over from the Team Flare crisis.
Aye, but unlike Ash's other released Pokemon aside from Pidgeot, whom he released to be with their loved ones and or their original homes, Greninja was released to make sure the threat that almost destroyed the world never rose up again.
And don't forget, in his last episode, Ash reunited and recaught his Pidgeot as the flock it looked after were now all grown up and capable of looking after themselves.
That last moment is proof that should Greninja be able to finally vanquish those energy roots, he will finally be able to return to Ash once and for all.
I really hope that Ash's Greninja rejoins him in Pokémon Horizons. He's one of Ash's greatest Pokémon next to Pikachu because of his special bond phenomenon.
The feeling's mutual, Henry. You know, given the fact that the new main characters, Liko, Roy, and the Rising Vault Tacklers helped that giant Arboliva restore the destroyed Paldea forest in Pokémon Horizons, they could also help Greninja finally destroy those roots.
That's a great prediction, Gabinator, and perhaps that will lead them to their meeting with Ash for the first time.
Totally, but that's a review for another day. Our next topic is what I really want to happen when Ash returns in Horizons. Number 1. Ash catching the Latias that followed him. If you recall, during Ash's last chapter as a protagonist, the Latias he helped took an interest in Ash and followed him for 10 episodes.
We all thought Ash was going to catch her, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
Kuh, I bet Latias wanted to become Ash's Pokemon, but didn't choose to because of her Latios companion still being distrustful towards humans, despite Ash saving both of them from a hunter.
However, there is a possibility that Ash could see them again when he returns.
Indeed, as we've seen at the end of Ash's second last episode, the Eon duo ended up in the city of Alto Mare, a place Ash had visited before and met the Movie 5 Latias and Bianca, who also made cameos there.
Reanimating the entire city and those two characters is definitely proof Ash will see them again.
But that's not the only evidence. During Ash's last episode, he still thought about the both of them.
This happened before back with Solgaleo. Ash wondered how it was doing and it later appeared to him again, so...
If Ash does see Latias again in Horizons, it could likely be during an arc where he and Latias must team up with Liko, Roy, and the Rising Vault Tacklers to save Latios and the city of Alto Mare from the Explorers, which will likely lead to Ash catching Latias in the end.
We hope you liked our review and predictions of Ash's return in Pokémon Horizons. If you have any thoughts about what could happen when he returns in the anime, please let us know in the comments below.
And if you did like it, drop us a like and a suggestion you might have for a movie or series for us to review. And that's all we've got for today. So until next time, stay awesome.